Hello, cybersecurity students and everyone. I want to welcome you to today's presentation. I'm glad and I'm delighted to have you here today. I know it takes a lot, to dedicate your time to listen to me as I speak today. The title of my topic today is Understanding the Fair Information Practice Principle, that is FIPPs in cybersecurity. Today, we are exploring the Fair Information Practice Principle, or FIPPs, which is a functional framework, a foundational framework for the privacy and data protection. Let's break it down what FIPPs are and what they stand for, and how and how they compare to other privacy information and framework, and how federal agencies can use them to safeguard personal identifiable information, or PII. What are the FIPPs? The FIPPs are a set of core principles designed to guide organizations in handling personal information responsibly. They form the backbone of many privacy laws and policies worldwide. And the main purpose of FIPPs are as follows. Transparency. Now, this deals with how transparent organizations handle people's or individuals' data. It deals with the ability for them to be able to be clear, give clear times, what people's data or the data of individuals are going to be used for, and how they are transferred from one person or one place to another. Organizations must be open about their data practices, informing individuals when and how and why their information is being collected and used. Another one is individual participation. People have the right to access their personal data, correct inaccuracies, and in some cases, object to its use. People have the right to say, I don't want my data to be used for this purpose. I don't want my data to be used for, that purpose. People have the right to do that. And there must be another one is that there must be purpose specification. So, which means organization must clearly state why they are collecting the data at and before the time of collection. Data minimization. Only data necessary for the specific purpose should be collected and retained. So if you are setting the reasons why you want to collect a certain data, you must remain within that purpose, and it should not be deviated, and other form of data should not be collected. Instead the specific data that is required for that purpose. Use limitation. Data should only be used for the purpose specified and not for unrelated activities without additional consent. Data quality and integrity. Organization must ensure that data is accurate, complete, and up to date. Security, which is very very important, is one of the purpose. Data must be protected against risks like unauthorized access, loss, or disclosure through technical and organizational measures, accountability, and auditing. Organization must be able to account for the data practices and regularly audit compliance with these principles. Now, having said that, I want to move to compare FIPPs with other private policies and laws. And in this case, I want to say FIPPs versus other private policies and laws. FIPPs are not laws themselves, but serve as the foundation for many privacy laws and frameworks, such as the U.S. Privacy Act of 1974, the General Data Protection Regulation (GDPR) in Europe, the California Consumer Privacy Act (ACPA). While each of these laws has its own specific and must incorporate FIPP's like principle. For example, GDPR's data minimization and purpose limitation mirrors FIPP's. However, some private laws may emphasize individuals' rights more strongly or impose penalties for non-compliance. So when some organizations are more strong in terms of restrictions and the kind of penalties they impose for when there is violation that has to do with privacy and compliance. FIPPs offers flexible principle-based approach that can be adopted by organizations and agencies to various legal environments. While laws like the GDPR are detailed and enforceable with specific requirements and sanctions. The value of FIPPs in protecting PII. FIPPs provide a structural approach for protecting personal identifiable information. Here is how federal agencies can implement each principle. Transparency. Public, clear privacy notice and proactive inform individuals about data collections and use. Individuals' participation. Establish process for individuals to view, correct, or delete their data upon request. Purpose specification. That define and document the specific reasons for collecting data before starting any new project. Data minimization. Limit data collection only for what's essential and retention schedule for essentials and set retention for deletion. Data quality and integrity. Regularly review and update data to ensure its accuracy and reliability. Security. Implement strong technical safeguards such as encryption and access control, and train employees in data protection best practices. Accountability and audit. Assign privacy officers and conduct regular audits and maintain record of data processing and other activities. By following this principle, agencies can reduce the risk of data breach and protect individual privacy and build public trust, which is very, very important to every organization. I would like to conclude by saying that FIPPs are the cornerstone of responsible data management. By understanding and applying this principle, cybersecurity professionals and federal agencies can better protect personal information and comply with evolving privacy regulations. I want to thank you again, once again, for being here today, for taking your time to listen as we have come to the conclusion of this presentation. Thank you once again. God bless you.